Shalom. First, I start off by giving all great honor to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Rakakadash. The belongings that teaches elders and apostles of Great Millstone, likewise, brothers put on this truth. Faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep, deep brothers and sisters tuning in. Shalom. Today's lesson's title, The Love of Evil. Now, you would think, 2026, after, what has taken place over the last 5 years, let's say starting from 2020, that Jakes, they've come across the videos of the prophets, the different camps, the different teachers. Okay, you would think by now they'll be scratching their head and going, you know what, there's something here. But instead, they're becoming more embedded into this society. And in particular, this whatever mockery or game Esau's playing out there with these ICE agents and these farce stage events that they're putting out there, Jakes them want to be a part of it because they still want the continuity of this wicked empire and they can't embrace who they really are. Let's go into the book of Proverbs 29 and start verse 24. It reads, "Whoso is partner with a thief hated his own soul. He heareth cursing and bewrayeth it not. The fear of man bringeth a snare, but whoso putteth trust in the Lord Yahweh shall be safe. Many seek the ruler's favor, but every man's judgment cometh from the Lord Yahweh. Let's take a look at this word, bewrayeth, okay? And when you look at it in the ordinary dictionary, okay, it means, okay, to reveal or disclose, okay, the truth, or to basically to speak against something that's being said. Because when you look at what came before that, hearing the cursing, okay, that when you look at the meaning of that, in the ordinary dictionary, it means, speaking ill things, in regards to people. So you hear the so-called white man will speak about the so-called black man, black woman, Latino man, Latino woman, or Hispanic man, Hispanic woman, Native American man, Native American woman. Okay, basically the children of Israel, okay, as being deviants, okay, murderers, rapists, drug dealers, just nothing that's useful for society. Okay, and Jakes them, instead of going into the scriptures or listening to what we bring out in the scriptures of who we really are, which is Yasharala, Prince of the Power, the righteous people, and show scripturally where it's written that Esau the Edomite, the so-called white man, is, okay, the son of perdition, okay, the wicked one, the evil one, the one that takes away peace from the earth, the doer of all things evil on this earth. They want to side with him, okay? They want to side with him. And instead, they come against who they perceive to be easy targets and weak people, okay, which would be us. Okay, when we go into the book of Isaiah 31 and start verse 1, it reads or it talks about how they would respond, okay, to adversity or to anything that, they deem to be not a normal way of life for them, because their inner thought is always to please their oppressor, the so-called white man. And Esau loves chaos. He loves when he see Jason make videos or clips, speaking against the prophets, speaking against the righteous, okay, speaking against the things that would tell them, which is to come to pass. It says, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because there are many, and horsemen because they're very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord Yahweh Shemashai. So basically what we say is not a void to them. They don't care, okay, they're going to make videos after videos, and especially these so-called black women, okay, who have had a taste of some sort of success or, being uplifted in the society. So basically words coming from so-called black men really is very disruptive to her mental capacity of being able to see that in reality, she really ain't shit to Esau, okay, the so-called white man. He's just using her. It says, yet he is also wise and will bring evil and will not call back his words, but will rise against the house of the evildoers and against the help of them that work iniquity. And what we're seeing right now, okay, Eve, them are homeless, they're losing their jobs like crazy, they're whining, complaining, yet still they won't, humble down and realize, like, okay, at the end of the day, like we bring it out all the time in the scriptures, you're going to need a man, okay? You're going to need a man. It's just the way the Lord Yahweh Shemashai has it set up. Okay, and it's not just any man, it's going to be the man of the Lord. Okay, because the rest of these men out here, Okay, and I'll play a clip for you, and you can see basically these are cheerleaders for Esau. Okay, they're looking to embrace all races. So you'll hear them talk about ICE agents are going out there, they just grabbing white, black, everybody, this and that, and no, we all got to stand together. Nah, this is scriptural. This is prophecy.
ICE, I'm not scared of you. Come at me, bro. Anytime. I like to fight. We wouldn't be out here fighting if we did not love America. Why would we be out here fighting if we didn't love the country that we're in? That would be quite stupid for us to be out here fighting for a system that we did not love.
It would be quite stupid for us to be out here fighting for a system that we did not love.
Advocacy groups say the scope of these operations is growing and the community is being left to protect itself.
They're using brutal violence against an unarmed civilian population to impose their political will. Things are escalating. And so for us, we know that we have to continue our work, we have to continue organizing, we have to continue defending our community.
Okay, what's going on there has nothing to do with you personally, but you want to get involved because you want to continue, you want the continuity, okay, of your life here in Great Babylon, America, which is being at the bottom. This is Psalms 139, as verse 20 reads, "Do not I hate them, O Lord, Yahweh Shemashai, that hate thee, and not I grieve with those that rise up against thee. I hate them with a perfect hatred. I count them as my enemies." Because why? They go against the scriptures. They go against what Yahweh Shemashai has had his prophets write into the Bible, okay, for his prophets that he's going to raise up at the end of time to go and reveal, okay, out there to everyone, in particular warning the children of Israel of the impending doom that's going to take place here in Great Babylon, America. But instead, they love that the sweet loving white Jesus. We just saw what that Drewski comedian guy, that YouTuber, he went out there and he made a mockery of the Christian church. Okay, he had done it for a mockery against the Hebrew Israelite. Okay, as he called it, a movement, and that's what people think this is a movement. Okay, it's not a movement. Okay, what it is basically you have men that have been given the spirit to go and do what they're doing and stand bold as a lion. And we're not going to back down for nothing and nobody. Okay, we're not going to stop doing what we're doing. Okay, when you go into the book of Amos 3 and verse 6, it reads, "Shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city and the Lord Yahweh Shemashai had not done it?" Okay, so all the evils that's coming on this earth. Okay, ICE shooting that lady in the head. Okay, the insurrection that's going to be coming against the children of Israel, the poverty, the pestilence, the disease, the murdering, the killings. I mean, the harsh life that's about to take place. This is all the Lord Yahweh Shemashai will. Okay, this is his desires. This is what he's going to do. Okay, and we're the one that's blowing the trumpet. Okay, and that trumpet, okay, is us reading what's written here. We're not adding to it. We're not taking away from it. Okay, let's close up with the book of 2 Ezra 16 and start with 16, and it reads, "For behold, the burning rod of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle, with things offered unto idols. And they that consent unto them shall be hid in derision and reproach, and trodden underfoot." We are very close to having that MOTB, okay, or the RFID microchip introduced. Okay, right now, okay, the camps are ramping up, and we're bringing out the message that we're about to go into 6G. Okay, and these data centers that are being built, they're not being built so that you could have a faster internet at home. No, they're being built, okay, so that they could have the infrastructure in place. So when they say, you know what, let's collapse the economy. Okay, we're gonna give everybody universal basic income if you match up. And just like in 2020, when they basically threaten you with job security or food or anything, or even going places unless you wear a mask and roll up your sleeve and take the injection. Okay, this is going to be a judgment that's going to come on the earth pursuant to Revelation 13. Okay, and start verse 16. Okay, and this is a judgment coming from the Lord Yahweh Shemashai himself on the entire earth, but particularly here in Great Babylon, America. We can see that this is going to be a horrible, horrible time and experience because people believe they have rights. Okay, it says, "For there shall be in every place in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord." Need we say? Take a look at the footage. Okay, that's taking place here. Okay, who's getting beat down in the street? Okay, who's getting shot? Okay, And that's just with the ICE agent things going around right now with Homeland Security. Okay, they're not talking about the local PDs, them, still killing Jakes, Jakes being incarcerated for no reason, all those other things that are right now, kind of being set aside right now because they want to focus more on this, big thing. Okay, because now you have a little bit more Edomites who believe that Jakes will take a bullet for them is now out there voicing it. And the only reason why these Edomites out there walking with you, Jakes out there voicing this is because basically they're all out of jobs right now and they're catching hell, okay, which is pursuant to Deuteronomy 30:7. Okay, the curses is now on their ass right now, starting with these peasant Edomites. It says they should be like madmen sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. For they should waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. That's right. So that's what eviction is all about, getting cast out of your houses. But when they come and they kick your door down, as you see what's going on in Minnesota right now, they're going around door to door to door and they're grabbing out who looks like so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Latinos, okay, tossing them at their house, okay, and they're going to confiscate the house and confiscate your goods, okay, and we know that this is going to be in multiple segments because you can have even these Edomites that are, sitting down right now fuming, okay, at the collapse of their nation. And who are they blaming? Well, Trump already put it out there. It's us so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Latinos. So, Jake, you love evil. You better learn to embrace it because it's coming for your ass. Lord willing, the left side I'd like to close up by giving all going on the two. Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem, Rakakadash, Shalom.
Why would we be out here fighting if we didn't love the country that we're in? That would be quite stupid for us to be out here fighting for a system that we did not love.